Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chichi and thank you for coming back to watch this channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I'm going to go straight into the video. This is my Black is King film review slash reaction video. This video, the long awaited video. I did a review of the trailer when Beyonce released the trailer like two or 3 weeks ago. Oh no, 1 month ago, but I did my review like 3 weeks ago, I guess, thereabout. And I talked about how people, Africans, reacted to the trailer, which looked like a fantasy, and like how it felt like it was Wakandanized, right? And I read a couple of tweets from people online. Well, that trailer was nothing compared to what the video is about. I feel like the trailer is more, she pulled out things from the video that in the trailer was used to represent Africa in a certain way. Not that it wasn't in the video, but it was too specific, like, oh okay, the way the guy was walking like a lion, the way the guy was somebody was dropping from space, you know, all those things that she put together in the trailer was just selling a narrative about Africa. Here are the things I noticed, and I'm going to point everything out and I'm going to tell you what I think about them. She, in the beginning, was putting on white and holding a baby, you know, and to me, which represents like maybe the baby's guardian angel or the baby's god, like a goddess, you know, protecting the child. And there's a storyline behind this child all through the video. So this child blows up, she leaves this child in the water, like as Moses, like I said in my other video, put the child in a basket and this child flows through the river. And there was a song in that video, she was crying as she let the child go. This is my own analysis of what she was trying to do there. So I feel like, you know, during slavery, right, most of the Africans that were sold into slavery were moved by water. So in my own analysis of this video, I feel like that is her saying that, okay, that child is representing the African Americans that were the ancestors, like she said, that were sold into slavery. And before the end of that song, she also met up with the child, like the child reunited, she was reunited with the child on the other side, and where with other kids that were around, and they looked happy, and she welcomed the child and she was smiling and very happy. My analysis is that, so this African American ancestor was sold into slavery, and then now there's a reunion between this ancestor and his or her people. Do you get what I'm saying? So that, in my head, that's what I was thinking while watching that. So which is real. I'm like, oh, I smiled. I'm like, okay, I see the point. And then this child reunites with the family, and this she starts like grooming this child, and this child is growing into blossoming as a king. Now, in this child's process of blossoming into a king had all the struggles, you know, which is normal and everything. But I noticed that she was portraying this child, the king, as Jay-Z, because the child was dressed, that there were some clips where the child dressed like Jay-Z and was even rapping the same thing Jay-Z was rapping, and they were going back and forth like, okay, this child Jay-Z, this child Jay-Z. So in my head I'm like, okay, so Jay-Z is the king and Beyonce is the queen, because there was also a girl who was representing Beyonce, like a little girl, and was doing everything she was doing in that particular clip. So now that portrayed Beyonce and Jay-Z as a king and a queen. This is really good, but I saw this thing like looking like Afrobeats. It's Afrobeats, or she merged Afrobeats and her own like her own way of singing too. And I could see some Nigerian dance steps. I saw some other dance steps, and then the fashion mostly I saw that she dressed like the king, the royal people from the Western Nigeria, where she was putting on white. And she also dressed in Ankara material, and she also dressed in lace material. So, and she also put on the headgear, which is also known as gele, which I was talking about in my review, saying that, oh, this is how a modern African woman dresses. I used an example of an Igbo woman, how she dresses. So this is good. This is a good attempt of including other African countries, but then again, it's a little restricted in a way that it's mostly Nigeria, Ghana, and South Africa. Like I said in my last video, Africa has 54 countries, and these people, like the Nigerians there, represented Nigeria. The Ghanaians, the Ghana person there represented Ghana. Like, all these people have different cultures. They have different cultures. Now, I noticed that also the videos that she shot the Nigerian people, like Tiwa Savage shot her video in Nigeria. They probably shot it and then sent it to the producer or something, Wizkid, I think Wizkid shot his too in Nigeria, I don't know. Burna Boy though, I noticed Burna Boy was not even in the video of the song that he sang. I'll just put a little clip of Burna Boy's song or something. He wasn't in the video, and I was wondering what happened. Why is Burna Boy not in the video? Yemi Alade herself, that woman is our Mama Africa. That woman is the bomb. Yemi Alade, she killed it as usual. And then Shatta Wale on his own, he killed everything. And then the Afrobeats, that was included made sense. This video, like, is very good. I liked the way some of the things were. I noticed that Beyonce gravitates towards the Western Nigerian culture, which is like the Yoruba people. That could be her, leaning. It could be like her like her, maybe her DNA, like this ancestry DNA. Probably she's from there, because if she's liking most of their stuff, then that's very understandable. Like the Western people, the Yorubas in Nigeria. There was even a Yoruba song in the video. Like, there was a legit Yoruba song in the video, and I'm like, oh wow, this is really interesting, because, and I know how she says about Orisha, like I mentioned in the thriller and all those things. So I feel like this is her merging the culture that she likes and using it to create a new kind of hope, a new kind of culture for African Americans, to show that we are the ones who we're going to paint our narratives by ourselves to the world. This is who we are. This is how we want the world to see us. That kind of thing. That's the kind of vibe I got watching this whole video. And in her attempt to link back to the motherland, she like brought in a few, which I was even recommending in my reaction to the thriller. I was recommending that she did research and bring in other countries into the video, which she actually did. Another thing I noticed about this Beyonce's video is the cinematography, the editing skill, the visual, the costume. Everything was on point. The cinematography, I loved the angles of the camera. I loved the video angles. I loved the way, when the girls are in the water and Beyonce is in the middle. I noticed that she put herself as a god a lot, as a queen a lot. And all these girls were like surrounding her. I loved all the way the cinema, the cinematography, it captured the art very well. It captured it like, I don't know how better they would have done that. The cinematography did a very good job at that. The editing, everything was flowing. Even when they were transitioning from one song to another, there were a few songs that I was like, okay, this did not really transition well. Like when they are going from upbeat Afrobeat song to like the calm ones that Beyonce sang, it just sounded a little bit, but it still flowed well. And they focused more on the visuals. The visuals was what like made this video crazy, because people already know the song, right? So it's like, okay, you already know this song in your subconscious, you're singing it, and then you're just focusing and paying attention to all the visuals, all the plenty things going on in the video, you know. And the costume was really good. She used some African material, but in a very classy and modernized way, which I like, because that's what is really in vogue now. Like all those print. One thing I don't like about Black is King is that, okay, she said it's a fantasy, right? Then she used Disney. You know, Disney is known for all these fantasy cartoons of Wakanda, Barbie, and all those things that you just imagine and just try to make come to life. That's the thing. I wish you did this Black is King thing, and instead of selling the narrative that is a fantasy, sell the narrative that it's real, because these Africans are real. This thing is real. This thing is real. Those African artists that you sang with, they are all real. The culture that you're trying to portray is real. African spirituality is real. It's real. And I notice that you're doing more African spirituality thing. Beyonce likes water and all those spirituality that has that you know, that all those spirituality that relates with water. But this part of putting it on Disney as if that I'm watching one Wakanda thing, or as if I'm watching one this thing, I like it though, but the fact that people see Disney as fantasy stuff is what is paining me, is what I don't like, because I'm like, man, stop looking at this culture as fantasy. This culture is not fantasy. This is legit people's real culture, like people, human beings, real culture. So it's not a fantasy. This Black is King was an art, or is an art, and Beyonce was trying to express herself and express her art, which I appreciate a lot. Everything she did, she said it took her a year to put this together. It's spectacular. This is real hard work. Like you know that she busted ass. I cannot imagine hiring all those people and being able to, you know, control them and make them do all these things from their heart. Do you understand? Like that's real hard work. That's not easy, you know. And all the people, the costumes, the people who came together to make this work, you guys tried. This is really, really good. And I feel like there was research done, you know, but it wasn't in-depth enough. That's just how I feel about this. I know nothing can ever be enough. You can never please everyone. I'm not saying Beyonce should please me or please every other African person on this planet, but let her do herself. This is what she knows how to do best. This is her. But I'm just saying, you know, that's just my own thoughts. It's my own positive, constructive criticism about this Black is King idea that Beyonce, you know, just put out to us. I hope this video makes you well. I hope that you understand my point of view and what I'm talking about, you know. Like, Beyonce is trying. I'm not saying she's not, but I'm just saying, you know, here and there are things that could be better, you know. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I liked the conversation that happened in the last video. You guys should please tell me your point of view. What do you think? Do you think that I'm actually saying the truth? Do you think, you know, do you think that my own idea, like what I think about this thing, do you feel the same way? If you don't, tell me how you feel about it. I'm not bashing Beyonce. I'm just like saying, you know, I'm just saying what I feel about the stuff. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to share your thoughts, share this video, click the like button, and thank you guys for coming back to my channel. Bye.